Hello students, welcome back again to the lesson noun number. And so this is the continuation of the previous video that was already based on the noun number. Right students, I hope you all have watched my previous video. So let's begin, and I hope so you all are quite aware of the definition of number and its kinds, that is singular noun and plural noun. So in this video I am going to discuss the rest, not all rules, but few of the rules, few more rules related to the transformation of singular noun and into plural noun. So let's begin students with the rule number 8. That is, in this rule number 8, what is being told is that nouns dwarf, hoof, scarf and wharf take either s or ves in the plural. That means to transform singular noun into plural noun, that is dwarf, wharf, hoof and staff, what you need to do is either you can add up ves to the word or you can just add up s to the word. Right? Either you can add up ves to the word or s to the word to transform singular noun into plural noun. Next, what you can do over here also, similar thing, wharf, wharves, wharfs, hoof, hooves, hoofs, staff, staffs, staffs. So these are all the different words where you can just transform singular noun into plural noun just by adding ves or s to the words. Right? Next, rule number 9. Over here students, what is to be done is just add up s to the word. Which words? The word ending with f or double f or fe. That means word ending with f, double f, fe. So look over here in the examples. Chief ending with f, you just need to add up s to the word. Cliff ending with double f, you just need to add up s to the word. Then cafe ending with fe, just add up s to the word. These are the different ways, or you can say these are the different words ending with f, double f, fe, where you can just add up s to the word and transform singular noun into plural noun. Now rule number 10 is very simple students. You just need to add up en to the noun or ren to the noun to transform singular noun into plural noun. So students, here are few examples only shown over here, but it's not the last and it's not all. You have got lot of examples given in your book. Please refer to the book while you're sitting and watching this video. Please keep the book right in front of you so that you can just relate that what am I explaining you. Right? Ox, oxen, child, children, brother, brethren, brothers. So what you need to do students is ox, you just add up en, oxen. Child, children, ren is added. Brother, brethren, ren is added, and just s is added to the word to convert or to transform singular noun into plural noun. Next, rule number 11 students. Nouns similar in singular and plural. So over here you did not do anything students. Just what you need to do, singular and plural is similar. All these words are such words which can be used both in singular sense as well as in plural sense. Sheep, fish, offspring, store, deer, crossroads, species, means, headquarters, aircraft, god, spacecraft, series, swine. So there are many more words which are related to this similar words, that is singular and plural is similar. Okay. Next, rule number 12. In rule number 12, what you need to do is students, you just need to see that these are the few words and many more words as examples mentioned in your book. Here are few examples only, and these are few words which are used always in plural sense. You can never, if you are asked to convert singular noun into plural noun, there is no singular for all these words. that you will convert. You need not do anything because these are only used in the plural sense. So let's see one by one. Instruments having two parts forming a kind of pair as bellows, scissors, tongs, spectacles. So bellows, students, what do you mean by bellows? It is used to make a fire burn more fiercely, or what you can say is it is used to make a sound. It's a kind of musical instrument. Okay, so that is bellows. Name of certain dress articles. Now trousers, drawers, shorts, pajamas. All these words I hope is very common to you all. These are the common dresses which you use in your day-to-day life, and you can say you can just easily make it out that these are always used in the plural sense. It is never used in the singular sense. Now number 3, certain other nouns. That means there are many more nouns which are also used in the plural sense and never used in the singular sense, such as thanks, assets, chattels. Now students, you must be wondering that what do you mean by chattels? Chattels means movable property. Okay students, or you can say furniture or domestic animals or a car. All these are called chattels. Now tidings. All these are the words which are always used in the plural sense, never in singular sense. Remember that. And there are many more examples mentioned in your book. Please keep your book in front of you so that you can just go through few more examples which are mentioned in your book. Now rule number 13. Rule number 13 is some nouns originally singular used in the plural sense. Originally it is singular but used in the plural sense, such as alms. Or what do you mean by alms? Money or goods contributed to the poor, that is called alms. Then riches. What do you mean by riches? That means wealth. And caves, I hope all of you are aware of the caves. Okay, so that is these are few examples mentioned over here, and there are many more examples mentioned. Please refer to your book. And some nouns originally singular used in the plural sense. So these are few nouns which are always used, or not always used. It is originally, that means it has originated as singular, but it is used in the plural sense, right? Now next, rule number 14. Now as per rule number 14, following nouns look plural but are in fact singular. Now students, you must be wondering, just now I said that these are the few nouns which are always used in the plural sense, and now over here these look like plural but are in fact singular. So what are these? This rule number 14 is divided into 4 categories. Now I'll discuss one by one. Rule number 1, that is number 1, names of subjects. So I am mentioning only few subjects and things, but all are not mentioned over here. Please do refer. Mathematics, physics, electronics. So over here you can just make it out that students, we always use these words in the singular sense, but in fact these look plural. These are not plural actually. So I'll just sentences mentioned in your book. Mathematics is his favorite study, right? So you can just make it out that sentences are mentioned in your book so that you can just get your idea very clear that how is mathematics used in our day-to-day life. It is a subject. It's a subject. Mathematics is not plural. It is singular subject. Physics, it's a subject, and we always use it in the plurals. It looks like a plural, but actually it is a singular. Now electronics, gadgets and all. We say any one single one is also there in our house. We say it's an electronic item, but it looks plural, but actually it is a singular object, right? Now the word news. Now word news, of course, news is always getting together, collecting all different ideas, knowledge, everything, and all different variety of knowledge and news we collect. So that is news. So news, the idea of news is plural, but actually that is a singular. It looks plural, but actually it is singular. Name of some common diseases: measles, mumps, rickets, all these are diseases, and it is singular but used in plural sense. Now name of some games: billiards, draughts. Now you must be wondering that what do you mean by draughts? Now draughts means checkboard games. I hope all of you must have heard of the checkboard games. So draught means that. So I hope students, these things are very clear to you. These rules are very clear to you. And again I'll be meeting you all in the next video, again with the rules and regulations of transformation of singular noun into plural noun. Many more rules will be discussed over there. Till then, take care, bye bye, and keep watching my video related to the English grammar topics. Thank you all of you.